Dear students, we have already seen that there is an inverse relationship between price and demand. So let us have a look at the reasons for this inverse relationship between price and demand. Mainly, there are two reasons for this inverse relationship between price and demand. First one is income effect. When the monetary income of the consumer remains constant, but price of the good falls, then his or her real income rises. That means when the earnings of a consumer remains the same, there is no change in the income of a consumer, but due to a fall in price of goods, the real income of a consumer may rise. Now what is this real income? Actually, real income is the purchasing power of money income. That means now how much quantity of goods can be bought by that same amount of money, that is the purchasing power of the money. When real income rises, a consumer may buy more of a good and therefore its demand may rise. So because now with the same amount of money more quantity of goods can be bought, and therefore a consumer may also buy those goods in additional quantity, and due to this there is a rise in demand for these goods. Let us have a look at an example for this. Say for example, if the amount of money at the disposal of the consumer is rupees 50 and the price of milk is rupees 50 per liter. That means now the consumer can buy or he can demand only 1 liter of milk. Why? Because at this time there is only 50 rupees which can be spent by a consumer, and also the price of 1 liter of milk is rupees 50. So, with that amount of money, a consumer can buy only 1 liter of milk. But say for example, when the price of milk falls to rupees 10 per liter, so the consumer can now demand 5 liters of milk with that same money income of rupees 50. Why? Because the prices of milk has fallen from rupees 50 per liter to rupees 10 per liter. So that means now with that same amount of rupees 50, consumer can buy not just 1 liter of milk, instead he can now buy 5 liters of milk, and due to this there is a rise in demand for milk. Now the next reason is the substitution effect. When price of the concerned good falls, it becomes relatively cheaper than its substitutes, and hence a consumer will reduce the consumption of substitute goods and expand the demand for the concerned good. This is substitution effect. That means this is something what we have already studied in the other determinants of demand about the substitute goods, that when the price of one commodity falls, and because now it has been available at low prices, therefore a consumer may raise the demand for those commodities and may reduce the demand for its substitute commodities. Say for example, if there are two varieties of pants, one is a regular pant and one is a denim pant, and if the price of regular pant falls and that of denim pants remain the same, so now the consumer will find that regular pants are available at a cheaper price as compared to the denim pants, and therefore the consumer may reduce the demand for denim pants and instead he will expand the demand for regular pants. Thank you, students.